My name is Adrien Dumas. I'm a fund manager and head of the growth strategies at Mandarine Gestion. I'm a conviction-based investor, passionate about companies, their strategies, and their environment. The ecological and energy transition is necessary in the fight against global warming and climate change. The humankind is clearly facing the biggest challenge it has never faced. The second aspect is that the transition is now possible. All the prerequisites have been met in order for it to take place. What does that mean? It means that all stakeholders are now ready to move forward. It is the case for citizens, for regulators, for governments, but it is also the case for companies, investors, which are really moving forward in this topic. The most important factor, we think, is really the scientific aspect and the growing technologies and innovation that's going to help us to identify the right way to invest and to select companies to contribute to the fight against global warming and climate change. So to build this product, it's been an intensive work internally at Mandarine Gestion to identify and analyze the impact of the energetical and ecological transition to the companies we invest in. The consequences we've drawn is that, of course, there are some risks linked to that transition. There are also a lot of opportunities. New business models, new constraints are going to develop new addressable markets for companies. And the idea of Mandarine Global Transition is to identify the companies that contribute to this ecological and energy transition. So the main issue for us was to identify the right indicators in order to find the right companies to invest in. What we've been doing is developing an original and differentiating investment strategy using two indicators. The first one is the green share, an indicator developed by the European Commission and scientists in the framework of the EU taxonomy that enables us to focus on the sectors and activities that are truly contributing to the ecological and energy transition. The second indicator is the 2 degrees Celsius alignment, an indicator that enables us to select companies that are examining the future over the medium and long term in the context of climate change and that have set goals for reducing greenhouse gas emissions incorporated into a strategy that respects the Paris Agreement. So our first objective when building a Mandarine Global Transition strategy was to find a very performing style. So our idea is really to have no constraint in terms of investment opportunities. So it's a global and international fund, meaning that we invest all over the world and with no specific constraint in terms of market capitalization and company size. That's for us the guarantee that we can really select the best companies and the companies that contribute the most to the ecological and energy transition wherever they are. The second objective of the fund was really to be diversified. And when we are looking at climate change and global warming, clearly that's a topic that's really transversal to any sector. So you will find in this fund a lot of different sectors, which is really differentiating when you're looking at thematics funds. So the climate and energy transition topic is really all about diversification. The third element, which we think was really important in terms of developing this fund, was really to focus on transparency and give you the element, the figures that's going to show you how the companies we invested in are contributing to the ecological and energy transition. That's going to be displayed through some specific reportings, looking at how we discuss and challenge companies around those topics, and also by the fact that we've been accredited by the Ministry of Transition in France with a local label called Greenfin that is validating the sincerity of what we are doing regarding Mandarine Global Transition. Investing in the Mandarine Gestion funds equals entrusting capital to conviction-based fund managers.